Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Tracy Stein, Emerald Ambassador, and this is our Leap of Faith on the Rise call for March. And we are going to actually just do kind of a brief intro for new ambassadors and to also go over the compensation plan. And really, it's just super laid back to just talk about the culture, talk about, how we fit this into our lives. Everybody kind of that's going to speak tonight, it just comes from a different perspective. And so hopefully someone that talks tonight you can relate to. So if you haven't done so already, mute your line, and I'll try to mute anyone if they pop on. And it just helps with distractions and background noise while we're recording. So I'm going to go ahead and just pass it over to Shannon. She's going to start. Take it away, girl.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for taking time out of your evening to join us. And as you can see, we are all, busy working, raising our kids, mamas and dogs and whatever. We are just from all different backgrounds, and we don't get on here looking like beauty queens all the time. This is what real life is like. So I'm going to talk to you about our team culture because I love this team. This team has blessed me with so much more than I could have ever dreamt for in my entire life. So when I decided to ask Tracy for a sample of Pink Drink, I had no idea what that was going to actually do for me. So I will tell you, you have joined seriously the best team ever. I say that because we've had outsiders that say, wow, your team is amazing. And our team is amazing. And why have you joined such an amazing team? I will tell you, this is a group of the most genuine, supportive, faith-filled group of people that are here to help one another, truly to help other people, to help each other. Anybody on here, if we don't even know you, most of the time we meet other people on Teams through Zooms, and you just get to know people that way. And it doesn't matter what state you live in, what team you're on, it doesn't matter. Everybody is here for a common purpose, and that is to help each other attain their goals, become, better people. Whatever your goal is, you're going to have a ton of support around you for that. So we have this saying called one plexus, and that's truly what that means. I work with other teams, in my other job that I do during the day that's not plexus, I work with a team, but I will tell you, ideas are not shared as well as what this team is. I can ask anybody at any time for something that I might need or ask if they have, and they are sharing. Everybody wants to help inspire each other. They want to help each other to grow and to just, really hit those goals, whatever that might be. So that's the piece I absolutely love too, is just the genuine support of sharing the ideas. Oh my goodness gracious. That's one of the best parts. So we truly are one plexus, regardless of what team you're on or, who you're under, or it just doesn't even matter. So that's what I love. And then the other thing I want to talk about too was that you are your own boss with this, and you are going to be helped out with whatever your goal is, whether your goal is to just get your products paid for, whether your goal is to help your family financially, whether your goal is to help other people in your network that really struggle with health issues. It doesn't matter what your goal is, you are going to instantly be supported by this whole entire team, regardless of what that is. And so that's where I love just the inspiration and the personal development and all those things. This is seriously, I love coming and getting on these at night because it's just that, oh yes, I just am around all these wonderful people. So that is all I have to say about team culture. I could go on and on, but I'm going to stop so that I'm not on here all night long. I am passing it to, I don't even know, Carrie? Faith. Sorry, Faith.
Hello, guys. My name is Faith, like Shannon said. And Tracy asked me to share a little bit about me and my personality type, and then also a little bit about posting on Facebook. So when Tracy asks me to share, she knows she is always pushing me out of my comfort zone because I am a total introvert. This makes me nervous. I prefer to be behind the scenes, stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you that any of you that consider yourself an introvert, you can do this business and you can rock this business too. There's no reason why you can't. A lot of my business actually is on Facebook. I do a lot of it that way, and so that takes away some of the my fears I have of, sharing in person or in public. A lot of what I do is through Facebook, and that is kind of how I work my business, a lot of it. Also, as an introvert, what really pushes me to tell people about Plexus is my belief in the products. I believe I've seen what they can do for me, what they've done for other people. And because I believe in them, that, I'm able to overcome any of my fears, and because I believe in the products and I want people to try them. So I'm able to come out of my comfort zone and share with people where I wouldn't normally have done that probably. And then for a little bit about posting on Facebook. When you're new, I know it's a big deal. Some people it's a big deal. Some people don't even think about it, and they just go on and they post. And surprisingly, that's kind of what I did actually. The day I ordered my products, I went onto Facebook, and it was just a simple post, not a lot of details. And I just said, I'm so excited. I just started a new health journey with my friend Tracy, and I'm so excited to see where this leads. And people are interested. People out there are dying to feel better. They feel awful. So sharing on Facebook for me wasn't a huge issue. But so if you're considering your first post, first of all, a lot of people say, but I don't know anything about these products. I don't know enough to post about them, so I don't want to post and have people asking me all these questions. But that's okay. We like to say you learn as you earn. So go ahead and make a post if you're wanting to share Plexus with people. And if someone asks a question, that's okay. Just message your upline, message, a sideline, anyone within Plexus, and say, this person asked me a question. What do I say? And they'll be able to help you. You can start a three-way message with some people and give people information that way. And just to also, if you're wanting to post, keep it natural. We're not trying to sell hard on Facebook, incorporate your life and show how the products incorporate and work into your lifestyle. You want to kind of create a brand, I guess, as you would say, for Facebook. So, it's a health and happiness company. That's what Plexus is. So you want to keep a lot of your posts happy, upbeat, talk about your lifestyle, post pictures still of your kids. I mean, you want to keep balance. So you want posts that aren't about Plexus, but you also want some posts about Plexus. And then also too, if you're thinking about sharing on Facebook, one of the other things we always share is you don't need to reinvent the wheel. What a lot of us do is we share posts. We steal posts from other people, from your upline or any sidelines, or really if you just go search for Plexus posts on Facebook. Any posts are game. So you don't need to come up with some big elaborate post of your own. You can, just hit copy and paste and put a picture in, and there's your post. So I think that's about it. Just a little about sharing on Facebook. So pass it off to Carrie.
Thanks, Faith. Hey guys, I'm Carrie Wood, and I am here to just talk a little bit about some ways that I have shared and some ways that my team has shared that's been really helpful this last year. So a couple things to take advantage of being newer. I know you might feel overwhelmed at first on like where to start. We do online events on a monthly basis, and we kind of change them up from month to month. Our team does. Please take advantage of those because honestly, you're not really doing any of the work behind the scenes. I mean, it could be like a 1-hour educational online event where we are the ones providing all the posts for you, and then you can just hop online and you can invite people to it who are interested in Plexus, and you are not doing any of the work. It'd be awesome if you got on and share some thoughts about it or whatever, but also on top of it, it's an amazing training tool for you guys as well because all the posts are educational and you're learning that way. We also do challenges from time to time, which again is just a great way to get involved and to get other people involved. And again, you're not really doing all the work as a newer ambassador. So it's nothing to overwhelm you. It's just to help teach you and educate you. So we encourage you to, take advantage of these from month to month that we kind of change them up. So keep your eye out for that. Also, locally, if you are joining a team where, I know us in the Quad Cities, we're starting to gain some new team members locally. And I know everybody kind of has some local ambassadors where they are. Make sure to talk to your upline and just kind of stay plugged in. We do informal gatherings. We get together at a place called Milltown Coffee on a monthly basis where we can come and you can bring a potential with you who wants to learn about Plexus. And then there's a group of us there who can help share about it. So, we just encourage you to stay plugged in, especially to local ambassadors on your team, because not only is that a great way to learn, but, and to get new potentials, but also, when I first started out, yes, there's so much information you can read about and learn about it and research about, but I learned most just by learning from my team members, just by talking and getting together, even just a fun dinner out, it wouldn't all be about Plexus that night, but we would ask a lot of questions and share experiences. And I just feel like that's such a huge way to learn more about the business side as well, and just experiences. So I just definitely, recommend you staying plugged in that way. Also, I've done some new ambassadors, and not just me, but people in their local areas do get-togethers with new ambassadors and do just like a small training where we just get a chance and review the basics and go over questions and answers and things like that. And that's also an excellent way, to learn more. So again, stay plugged in that way. These are informal. They're not pressure. There's no pressure. It's fun. We usually involve some eating and drinking and, just try to keep it fun and lighthearted. That's one of the huge reasons we keep doing this business, is because this is fun. It's fun to help others and to, it's just so encouraging to be a part of that. So, and then lastly, real quick, one thing I want to share about, I have done, I think like 4 or 5 sip-and-sees is what we call them. Those have been so great for me. I feel like every time I've had them, basically what you do is you just get together. I have always had it at my house, but you can, find a place. I know the first one I went to was Tracy's, and Tracy, you had it at, I think, a school, like a room in a school or something like that. And yeah, and it was awesome. I mean, I took in so much information, but, I'll just kind of display the products and I'll just briefly talk about them. And it's just a more intimate setting, and people can ask questions and I can help them right then and there. Those have been excellent to do. In fact, we have a new girl, Courtney, on our team, Courtney Tolan, and she was just reaching out to me today saying, I want to try a sip-and-see. And Tara, she was reaching out to both of us. So we're going to try to help her set that up. So we're so proud of her for that. And like Faith was saying, you don't have to know every single thing about every product, just share from the heart. And if you don't know an answer to something, tell them and come to us and we will help you find that answer. So again, these are all just ways that, being brand new, take advantage of these experiences around you, because we're all here to help you out. So I am going to pass it on to Becky.
Thank you. Hey guys. So apologize, my voice is going out again, so bear with me. Cold came back again. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about how I fit Plexus into my day. I am a working mom, a full-time working mom. I coach volleyball. I have 2 young toddlers at home. We all have busy lives. So how do we make this work? You've got to find, you hear it a lot, the nooks and crannies of the day. I don't have time in my day to sit down for an hour slot. So what I do is I get up in the morning, I check a few messages, I respond to a few. I have 5-minute passing periods where I don't have students in my room. I take advantage of those. I have my lunch hour. I have my prep hour, as long as I'm caught up on my grading. And then, in between practice, right now in March, sometimes our practice times don't start right after school. So I'll head over to the high school, because I don't coach at the same one that I work at, sorry. I'll head over there and I'll sit in my car for 5 minutes and talk to people, respond, watch some videos, whatever. So it's all about finding that time. After the kids go down to bed, I try to block off a little bit of time there. But once you add up that time throughout the day, I've put in more than an hour each day, and it makes it a little bit more easier and a little bit more manageable. Things that have helped and kept me going on it is staying consistent with my messaging. making sure that you're getting your messages out there, making sure that you commit to a set number of messages a day. Start small, commit, and just work from there and build it as a habit. Once it's there, then you can start expanding. With every message you send, expect that there's going to be follow-ups with it. And then making sure that you're present on Facebook. Faith was mentioning about getting posts out there, but it's making sure that consistency, again, getting your posts out there daily, commenting on people's posts. You need that activity with Facebook. In order to bring people in, you have to be commenting on their posts. You have to be pushing for those conversations. So it's not just a little smiley face and be done. Really probe and try to get those questions and try to get people to talk back and forth with you. And that's just Facebook. You have Instagram also, trying to build that area. So many people use so many different outlets. I'm starting to a little bit investigate in Twitter. I'm not 100% with it, but I'm trying to figure it out. So it's just, there's time and there's definitely ways to fit it, but everybody's is going to look different. It's not going to be the same how you're working your business versus how, let's say, your best friend joined. So just understand that, give yourself grace. There are going to be some days that just nothing's going to work well and you're not going to be able to do anything, but just to say it's fine. I'll make up for it tomorrow. I'll work in a few more each day and I'll make up for it by the end of the week. But commit, put that down, pen to paper, commit to the time, and the business will pay off. All right, I'm going to hand this back to Tracy.
Awesome job, ladies. Thank you, guys. I just want to tie all that together and then talk about how we make money doing this. Okay, so first off, just like Shannon said, this team culture is absolutely incredible. We are One Plexus, and you'll notice the ones that spoke tonight are people that I've personally sponsored. You guys, everyone else that's on here is on their teams, and it is such a beautiful ripple effect. And I don't care what level you are on my team, like you are just like you're my level one. I love everyone on this team, and if you came to me and said, I want to be a gold, I want to be a senior ruby, I want to be a diamond, you can count on me being there and helping you and coaching you. I definitely love working with the people that pace the same as I do because I'm kind of a go-getter. So just again, One Plexus, know that opportunity and that encouragement is there for whatever your goals are. Second of all, Faith was talking about posting, and you know what? The one thing that I love, you guys, she's someone who's branded herself very well, and she puts herself out there, and you would never know that she's an introvert in terms of like how she runs her business. Now, that doesn't mean she's portraying that she's someone different, and that's not what we're asking that you guys do either. We're not asking you to put yourself out there and brand yourself as someone who you aren't at home. We don't need the high reels. We don't need the unrealistic expectations. We need realness because that's who we are. When you pick up the phone and you talk to someone about Plexus, they want to be able to hear where you were, where you are now, and why you're doing it. They need to be able to hear that in your in the first conversation. But when you're doing those, just kind of advertising yourself like Faith talked about, they already know that, hopefully, and you're just reiterating that when you get on the phone with them. Second of all, Carrie was talking about all of the events that you can do, Sip and Sees online. We have opportunities all the time. We don't do a lot because we don't want it to be overwhelming, but you can ask when's the next one, and you can guarantee there's something on the calendar or we know when it's going to pop up. I've just celebrated, I posted on the team page, but my girl Stephanie locally, she didn't want to do it at home. She's like, let's just go out for tacos and margaritas. And so we did, and she had an incredible turnout. We just sat around and had dinner and just talked Plexus, and it was amazing. We just shared stories. That's really all it is. We're not a high pressure sales environment. It's really just sharing to help you get those first customers and to just really help you launch that business. Lastly, Becky hit it home, man, with commitment and grace. This opportunity is different because you're working from home. Whether you already stay at home or you work full time, it can fit in. It's just going to look differently for every single person. You just need to commit to, okay, here's the dollar amount I want to make, or here's why I want to do it, or here's what I want to work for, and we can help you get there. This week, this week's been nuts for me because we leave tomorrow morning for spring break. But you guys, accountability is huge. My power partners in the groups I'm in have held me to it. I was up at 5:30 this morning and doing my reach outs this morning because I needed to get them in. I have goals for March, and I know I'm going to take some time and step away from my business next week to enjoy my family. So I've been powering through as much as I possibly could this week, even though I'm going crazy. So everybody's different, but we also know that this can be done. We've seen it, we've experienced it, and it's totally worth it. So let's talk about how you're going to get paid. And I'm going to just do this really quickly. First off, I want to talk about, hold on one second while I share screen. It takes a minute. Okay. I want to talk about the Grow and Go Super Silver, which is March's bonus for everybody this month. Okay. If you are not a gold ambassador, so everyone below gold can qualify for this. Okay. So that means Becky, that means, I think Denise was on here, or Michael. You guys, anybody can qualify for this if you have not ranked to gold yet, okay? You sponsor 3 people this month with a welcome pack or a or 100 PV, and the 50 organization points is 10 people underneath you, okay? If you only have 5 right now, that means you have 5 left by the end of the month. 3 obviously would be who you get, and 2 more from your team, okay? Welcome packs count as points. This is never done before in Plexus other than when you try to promote silver. Okay, so this is huge. You can add 5 new people to your team. You could be a brand new ambassador and add 10 this month with welcome packs and earn this bonus. $75 bonus this month. If you haven't gone silver yet and you add those 3, you earn a $100 bonus. You get $25 for every welcome pack you sell. So if you do those 3, there's $75 additional dollars. And if you maintain them, all those points, you get $75 in April. Okay, that doesn't even like count for if you have customers and if you have PV and those kinds of things. So that's what I'm going to talk about now. So if you have questions about Super Silver, anybody, let us know. We can be a little bit more specific with it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a few things because here's the deal. Our compensation plan is amazing, but it can be a little confusing. It took me a long time. I would get a paycheck and then I'd show Chris and I'd say, okay, can you tell me how I did this? I want to make that same amount. I want to double that amount. I need to know how to make it. And I want to tell you guys that I am no different than the rest of you. I am a busy stay-at-home mom of 4, but I came out of the gates making $400, $900, and $1,000 right away. I have not made less than $1,000 since my 3rd month of doing this business in 3 years. For a stay-at-home mom, those paychecks were really nice. And as you can see, we'll get up here. I don't have the income, like how much you can make, but as an Emerald Ambassador, it's pretty amazing how much you can make. So I want you to just open your mind and open your heart when you're hearing this for what this could do for your family. Okay, so when it comes to commission, PV right here is personal volume. Everybody makes personal volume on your own purchases, your retail customers, and your preferred customers. Okay, the first 100 goes to the company. From 100 to 499, it says dollars. Basically, $1 PV, or PV, 1 PV is to $1, excuse me. It's pretty close. 15% of that is under 499. So for example, say you have your order in 2 customers' orders and you have 350 PV. You are going to make 15% of 250 PV because the first 100 goes to the company, okay? Let's say you have your order in 5 customers and you are sitting at 750 PV this month. You're going to make 25% commission on 650 PV. 100 PV goes back to the company, okay? So let's just think about if you have 400, say just the 500 PV, first 100 goes back, okay, 25% of 400 is $100. So that's just $100 in commission, okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit more. We're going to break this down. It's a lot, and you're going to say, I don't know. I'm just going to work, and then I'm going to try to make that. But the PV comes from, like I said, your personal purchases and your customers, okay? If you sign up an ambassador, they count for their own PV. They do not count towards your PV. But what you will get from them is a welcome pack bonus. We'll talk about that in a minute. Override commissions on level 1 ambassadors, okay? So I have Faith, Carrie, Shannon, and Becky. I can't see everybody on here, so I don't know if I have any more level 1s that hopped on. You guys are just the ones that are at the top. You guys, I make 5% on all of their PV every single month, okay? So all the business that they do, I still make 5% off. So as you build your team, you're going to be making 5% on their PV. So not just mine, I'm going to make off of theirs as well. Okay, this looks a little bit different. This is the old back office. Our new virtual office kind of, looks the same, but you will have a column under your business and customers that says PV, and that tells you how much PV you have. Talk to your sponsor if you have specific questions on where to find it, okay, and how much commission you'll be making. Every single month, your goal should be to hit that 500 PV mark. That's your order and potentially 4, assuming they're all getting around the triplex. If you have, say, just a couple people who order BioCleanse and probiotic, and then you have one person who orders Slim, you might need about 5 customers, 6 customers to hit that 500 PV, but it's totally doable, okay? So that's the goal, because that's where you're gonna hit your 25% commission. Whoops. All right, next. This is that retail overrides. Remember, all of your level 1s, you will earn 5% commission on over 100 PV. I don't think I said that before. Okay, moving on. Every time your customer orders, you make bonuses, okay? So this is preferred customer bonus. This is not commission. You make your commission and your preferred customer bonus, okay? So there's some products that aren't on here yet. This is a little bit older. I haven't updated the PowerPoint. But every time you sell a bag of Slim, you get $15. Every time you sell a triplex, you get $20, okay? So say you sell a ProBio 5 and a BioCleanse. You get 5 and probably 5. So you'll get $10 for just that combo. That's every single month that your customer reorders. Can you imagine just the income that comes from people who reorder for 60 days to 90 days and so on? It's a continual preferred customer bonus, okay? Now, welcome pack bonuses. This is, for example, what I was saying before, you get a welcome pack bonus of $25. We have 2 options for a welcome pack. When someone signs up as an ambassador or wholesale customer, they can purchase a welcome pack, which is the deepest discount of our products in one time. You get it one time only. It's either $99 or $199, okay? You get a cut of that every time a welcome pack is purchased. So say, okay, I signed up Carrie. She purchased a $99 welcome pack. I earned $24.75, okay? My sponsor, Allison, earned $12.50. Her sponsor, Emily, earned $7.50, and her sponsor, Stacy, earned $4.95, okay? Now, let's talk about if Kelly, she signs up an ambassador. Carrie, well, actually, Kelly is going to earn $24.95. Carrie's going to earn $12.50. I'm going to earn $7.50, and Allison is going to earn $4.95, okay? So what this really is half goes to the company and half goes to ambassadors. It's basically $50 going back to the ambassadors, okay? This company pays their ambassadors well. It is incredible what this company does with their compensation. And for some people, you may be going, holy cow, this is a lot and this doesn't make sense. But I promise you, it does when you start to do it on a monthly basis. Okay, these are one-time promotion bonuses. If you go silver, it's a $100 bonus. Gold, $250, and you can see on up to senior ruby earning a $750 bonus. The month you rank and earn the points for that rank is the month that you get that bonus. So if you're brand new, going silver means adding 3 people. You either have a welcome pack or they have 100 PV that month. Instead of if maybe they didn't want the welcome pack, then that is how you can get your $100 bonus. Okay, I'm going to touch on pay points, but I'm not going to go into detail because this gets tricky. Okay, every time someone signs up an ambassador, when they purchase a welcome pack, other than this month, because that's confusing for Super Silver, welcome packs don't count as points, okay? But so say a month that I'm not worried about welcome packs. I get 5 points from Carrie every time she's over 100. I get 5 points from Faith every time she's over 100 PV. 5 points from Shannon, 5 points from Becky. All of my level 1s through 3, I earn 5 points on, okay? Level 4s, 4 points, and so forth. I get a point all the way down to level 7. You get paid what we call kind of like our profit sharing. The company takes the total sales for the year and divides it up to a pay point and pays out per point all across the company to the ambassadors, okay? So I'm an Emerald ambassador, on average earning 1,500 points. If the pay point's around $3, you guys can do the math, what my just my pay point portion is of my paycheck, okay? Gold ambassadors, you have 100 points. You have 20 people on your team, you have 100 points, times say $3. That's 300, or times 3, yeah, that's $300 just in pay points bonus in your profit sharing, Okay, so I'm not going any further. That is, there is a lot more that we can talk about with pay points and how that works. But I just want to talk about one more thing, the power of 3. Okay, I cannot stress enough what the power of 3 means and what it looks like. This right here shows you points and how how you can get to having 3,000 ambassadors and being a diamond ambassador, right? It started with 3 people. Granted, it's more than that in the grand scheme of things. However, it takes one person to add 3, and all 3 of them add 3, and so forth. And that's how we've gotten to where we are today as an Emerald team. And I can, I'm going to stop sharing this so that I can see you guys. Hold on one sec. And I can just stress that if you can take your mind off the big picture and the end goal of where you want to be and add 3 every single month and train them to go silver and for them to add 3, you will get where you need to be. That is exactly how I started. I am not in a race. This is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. I know I'm going to be a diamond in this company because I'm going to persevere and I'm going to work hard and I'm going to continue to work. And I know there's many on this call that are going to do the same exact thing. So if you take the culture, you take the commitment, you take the, support and encouragement that we have here, and you take seriously this compensation plan and what you can earn, you guys are going to have an incredible journey with Plexus. So that's what we have to share for you guys tonight. We hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please ask your sponsor or reach out to one of us. Appreciate you guys all being on. Thanks for sharing, everyone.